All right, let me bring on my next guest. I know this guy quite a while, hailing from Queens, and he is a character. He's an actor and he's a musician. So let's give it up for Anthony Aveni. Hey, Anthony, what's up, buddy?
Good to see you, Johnny.
What's going on?
It's always a pleasure to see you.
You finally made your bones and you're on the show.
Yeah, right.
Here you are.
I know. Well, they say they saved the best for last, huh?
Yeah, exactly. Listen, I know you quite a while, but we didn't really start getting close until the last couple of years. But when was when was the first time actually we did meet?
Well, I think we know each other close to about 15 years now. We were involved in a play. Well, I know I was involved in a play.
It wasn't the play, but Jimmy Whispers?
Yeah,
That's where it was. Jimmy Whispers Returns to Mulberry Street, the movie.
Yeah.
And that's where we met.
Yep.
And
then we didn't see each other for a few years after that. And I had a little pizzeria restaurant in Woodside.
That's right, you had the pizzeria.
Yeah, and I set up the basement like a whole apartment rehearsal studio, and all my musical friends would come and we'd jam out down the basement. It was good.
Yeah, and you were the only one in the party. All the other guys just came and hung out and jammed, right?
Yeah, right.
Well, listen, let's get into your career, Lou. You got a funny story on how you got into acting when you were a kid. How did it all start for you?
Yeah, well, it all actually started by accident. You know, I do have a few friends that were actors, and one day I had just got back from vacation, and I went down around my Astoria Park, and we were driving, me and my girl at the time, towards my restaurant. We were going to have a bite to eat. And there was a roadblock. They weren't letting nobody through. I said, what's going on over here? Oh, well, you here for the movie? What movie? Oh, Robert De Niro's making a movie, The Bronx Tale. I said, oh, yeah, really? He says, yeah, well, what makes you think I'm here for the movie? Oh, because they need old cars. That day I was driving a '62 Chevy Impala convertible. So one thing led to another. He hooked me up with a phone number. I went with some photos. Boom, 10 cars in the movie right away. So then I started making friends with some people, and that's how I got to meet Clem. And that's how I ended up meeting you eventually.
Yeah.
You know, and
Clem Caserta.
Yeah.
Good guy, friend of ours. A little crazy, but he's you either love him or you hate him.
I like the way he said a little.
No, I had a lot of fun hanging out with him, but he lives in Florida now. Now tell me how.
But the funny thing is, we didn't see each other for about 5 years after that. And then now, all of a sudden, we've been seeing each other everywhere. Like, we just recently worked on 3 movies together.
Through the last year, since we met, we worked on 3 movies together. I mean, your parts, you had more than me, but that's where we saw each other. The Neighborhood.
That's right, the TV series.
The TV
we got
series.
a big TV series coming out, a William DeMeo production.
Yeah.
It's called The Neighborhood.
I only did background. I let everybody know, and I'm not one of these guys that say I'm in the movie, but yeah, I worked on the movie.
He was in a very important scene. I was in.
I was in the background.
I was selling him beer.
Yeah, principal background scene.
Yeah. The funny thing is, I got myself in a lot of trouble because I was supposed to be selling beer for the mafia, and I decided to sell a couple of beers on my own. You know, I'm in big trouble.
Yeah, man.
But you got to watch the series. You're going to like it. It's called The Neighborhood.
Yeah, hopefully it'll get picked up to a good network.
Yeah, right.
Now, what's the most recent things you've been doing? You've been doing a lot of stuff. You've always been working.
Yeah. I got a nice cameo appearance. I've been doing about 4 or 5 scenes with a production. It's all about the Chuck Wepner story, the heavyweight fighter who fought Muhammad Ali. He was one of the only guys who got Muhammad Ali down. And, you know, I'm one of Chuck's right-hand men. I'm a pretty bad person in this movie, so it's only a movie, everybody, all right? So don't shoot me. And, you know, I have a couple of good scenes, and, you know, Burt Young.
Yeah, I saw that picture from Rocky.
I've got to do a couple of scenes with Burt Young, Paulie from the Rocky movie.
I met him once at the Chiller Expo, and I asked him to do an interview with me. He looked at me like, huh? That's what he did. But, yeah, now listen, he's a legend.
Yeah. He's a great guy, let me tell you. Very humble. He's eager to, you know,
next time you're there, let me know. I'd like to come.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll squeeze an interview out of him.
I also just recently worked with Vincent Pastore, you know, Big Pussy from The Sopranos. Yeah.
Vinny Pastore came on this show in 2010 or 11, I believe it was. 2011, my 3rd season. Him and Don Jameson. After Vinny Pastore came on the show, it opened up all the doors for all the big actors that I got.
Wow.
I mean, I don't get the big, heavy A-listers like John Travolta, Tom Cruise, but I get all those other guys that I'm underneath them, like William Forsythe, and the list goes on and on. And speaking of William Forsythe, you did a movie for Kamal, right?
For Kamal Ahmed, Laugh, Kill a Laugh.
Laugh, Kill a Laugh.
In that movie, I'm playing the part of a hitman.
I love Kamal. For people who don't know, Kamal, he's one of the original Jerky Boys. You remember
Yes.
the Jerky Boys back in the day? Yeah. See, he was supposed to come on the show a dozen times. I known him a while through a friend of ours, Frankie LaRocca. But I always say, come on, when you're coming on my show, he goes, when you get some good talent on there, come on. But he was supposed to, he wanted to write me in a little part of that Laugh, Kill a Laugh. It never worked out because of technical reasons, but you owe me a spot somewhere, kid. And you're gonna come on my new show. And that's it, right?
Yeah, right.
How many people want to see the Jerky Boys come out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jerky Boys.
Who says they don't love you? Come out. Now listen, but the other thing is one of your other entrepreneur things that people don't know, that most of the people in the industry know, you have all collectible and antique cars that you pimp out to all the movie sets.
Yes, I do.
Talk about that fast.
Speaking of pimp out, as a matter of fact, right now outside I have a 1976 Cadillac with the big white walls.
What
and
are we
custom
switching
vinyl
cars
top.
for the week or
It
no?
looks like a pimp car.
Okay.
And it was just recently used in a movie, and I was playing the part of a pimp in a movie titled High Heels. Well, I knew they needed the car. So I decided, you know what, let me go dressed in character. So I put the fedora on and all the glam and everything. I said, who the hell is this guy? He looks like a real pimp.
See, look, and that's a good bargaining chip for you too, not for nothing
Yes.
with all the movies.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And you know, one hand washes the other.
Right.
And you know, this business, it's like, it's not who you know, and don't even know what you know.
Right.
It's just right place, the right time, or what could you do for me? Right. Unfortunately, it's like that.
Right now I'm getting ready to be part of the Irishman production.
Okay.
You know, Robert De Niro, Joe Pesci, Martin Scorsese, DiCaprio.
Yeah, yeah. No,
Even Al
DiCaprio ain't going to
Pacino.
be in it.
No?
No, he was originally supposed to be cast a while ago, but he's not.
Oh, okay. I
It's
didn't
just
know that he
Pacino,
was
De Niro, Harvey Keitel, Ray Romano, and Bobby Cavadell. How's his name?
Cavadell.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. That's going to be a good project.
I got news on that I can't talk about it yet, but I mean, if you got something, you could talk about
Well,
it.
some things are better left unsaid.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? 'Cause
I have
don't
to
wanna
wait
put
on
my
that
own
one.
foot in my mouth
I got
and
a
get
good
blacklisted.
Yeah, no, Zach, I got a really great story about the Irishman, but that's going to be a great Martin Scorsese production.
Absolutely.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah. You know, and plus with all those big shots involved, you know it's going to be good.
No, it's going to be top of the line. This might be the last time that we see all of them together.
I'm scheduled to be on next week, only with the cars. I'm not doing any acting yet. But once
Let
I
me
get
know
on
when you
set,
go,
I'll try
because
to
if I'm
toss
not
my weight
working, I'm going to
around,
come
you
down
know?
with you and hang out.
Absolutely, yeah. It'll
You know
be
what I
great.
mean?
Yeah.
Two good-looking guys hanging out there, you know what I mean? Now,
He said it, right?
Now, Anthony, that's almost your time. What's your future goals now? Just to keep on rolling?
Keep on rolling, you know. One movie project to another.
Yeah.
You know, I just coast along.
But listen, where
Yeah.
can people find you on social media, website, Facebook?
Sure, you can find me on Facebook, Anthony Aveni, or on YouTube, same thing, Anthony Aveni. Could see a lot of my movie projects that I was in, you know.
I thought it was Avini. And then he goes Aveni.
Aveni,
Well,
Anthony Aveni.
everybody that knows me, they don't have a little problem in pronouncing certain names.
You know, we got to get together and sing some songs and do some music.
Well, I
one
can't
of these
sing, but I
days.
can play the drums
I
very
know
good.
that. I know.
That's
we
it.
got to get together
I'll light
and
my
jam.
drums on fire. You know, we'll have some fun. But
Yeah,
listen,
let's try now. Oh, those are not yours. No wonder why you want to light them on fire. That's not even his kit.
well, this is what we do. How about you hang out? We watch the band,
Absolutely.
and I will definitely talk to you soon. Everybody,
Always
Anthony
a pleasure.
Aveni.
Hey, thank you.
Yeah. All right.